The first issue I want to discuss is classism. Classism throughout the Black community is said to be the elephant in the room. Classism is defined by the dictionary as a belief that a person's social or economic station in society determines their value in that society. Also, someone's subsequent behavior that reflects this belief that could lead to prejudice or discrimination. It is used in the divide and conquer plan to align those who are financially well off within our community with the very elites who wish to keep us suppressed. Instead of lifting as we climb, which is coincidentally the motto of the National Association of Colored Women's Clubs, we judge and ignore the have-nots. We forget to reach back and we move away. We begin to see our less fortunate brothers and sisters as them and those with no empathy or even sympathy. We must bring back the village concept in order for us to truly prosper and to rise to the occasion as our ancestors would have wanted us to. Colorism. Colorism, also known as skin tone discrimination, is defined as prejudice or discrimination against individuals' skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group. How does colorism play out in America? An odd old children's rhyme captures the definition of colorism and its inner workings. If you're black, stay back. If you're brown, stick around. If you're yellow, you're mellow. And if you're white, you're all right. Colorism refers to discrimination based on skin color. It disadvantages people with darker skin while privileging those with lighter skin. Research has linked colorism to smaller incomes, lower marriage rates, longer prison terms, and fewer job prospects for darker skinned people. Colorism has existed for centuries in and out of Black America. It's a persistent form of discrimination that should be fought with the same urgency as racism. In the United States, colorism evolved when the enslavement of people was common practice. Enslavers typically gave preferential treatment to enslaved people with fairer complexions, while dark-skinned enslaved people toiled outside in the fields. Their light-skinned counterparts usually worked indoors at far less grueling domestic tasks. Today, we also see lighter-skinned blacks being discriminated against by their darker peers, leaving them with a feeling of not belonging, being accepted, or fitting into Black culture. Not only do we have to deal with racism in the workforce, but also with colorism. As an example, a casting call for the film Straight Outta Compton was for female actors, and it provided the following information. The women were divided into groups as follows. A girls, models, must have real hair, not extensions, and can be any race. B girls, long natural hair, you should be light-skinned. Beyonce is the prototype. C girls, medium to light-skinned African-American girls with a weave. And D girls, African-American girls, poor, not in good shape, medium to dark skin tone. This is unacceptable, and we must renew our minds and teach our children to see the beauty in us all. Romans 12:16 says, live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud, but be willing to associate with people of low position. Do not be conceited. This scripture ties itself to both classism and